Okay, so guys, before I hop into the main topic of this video, I know some of you guys are looking for an explanation of why I've been gone all this time. And if you want to do that, I will have a time stamp or an annotation uh, right about now. So look for that timestamp or annotation in the video. Click that, and that should be able to take you to when I actually start talking about why I was gone for so long. But I want to go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of what the title of the video talks about. So the first thing I want to talk about is the situation with Sony. Um, I don't know if you guys know. Most of you guys probably don't even know. I've probably never told anyone this, but I've been with PlayStation for at least 13 years, and I mean that when I say that. I've been with PlayStation since I was 1 years old. I've had PlayStation, and the current situation with PlayStation is very concerning to me. Um, I'm actually considering switching to Xbox. Now, that don't jump to any conclusions. I don't have money, okay? I'm just saying, if I had a choice, I'd probably be with Xbox right now, because some of the decisions that Sony is making is just it's not smart. Um, you know, for a long time, I always felt like Sony stayed true to their fans, but what's happening now is the same thing that's been happening with Call of Duty, the corporate shit. The fucking the top of the business is taking over now, and it's no longer about the fans, it's about the money. And no matter how many excuses you make, that's just what it is. You guys can say it's for the fans, it's to take care of the fans and our user agreement. You can say all that, but we all know that's just bullshit. You know it. Okay. So if you don't know, let me go ahead and say this now, because I know some people are sitting here like, Sniper Mate, what the fuck are you talking about? If you didn't know, uh, Sony recently turned down the Better Together update for Minecraft. It's also refusing crossplay on many other platforms such as Rocket League. And they've done this in the past, but with such major games, it's concerning to me, especially Minecraft. As you guys know, I don't put Minecraft on my channel that much, just because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that is a cliche Minecraft YouTuber. It's hard to get far with Minecraft because there's so many big YouTubers that do it. It's too much. So I don't post it on my channel. The main focus of my channel was mostly Call of Duty, and then it started turning into a whole type of rant channel as well, where I started talking about different stuff and my opinions and the facts about certain games, such as what I said about Call of Duty World War II, which I also want to get into later. Now, I know I'm late on a lot of this stuff, but like I said at the end of the video, I will be talking about why I was gone for so long. So back to what I was saying before. They refused the Better Together update, which for Minecraft, which unifies all of the consoles. It was offered to Sony. They turned it down. Um, they said the first couple of reasons they said was because they could lose money from doing it, which sounds is probably the most truthful or as close to the truth as we've gotten so far. And then they changed it and said that, well, also we don't want to expose our fans to, or we don't want to expose our users to these other consoles, because how are we supposed to keep track of the other consoles, which is bullshit, because if you're the one that's buying and playing this game, you should be able to know that you're taking these risks. If you don't want kids on that game, you should have to be able to rely on the parents, or have some type of system set up as to where you can check and verify ages. You shouldn't, or you should make some type of agreement where people can't report other consoles if they do enter the platform. You should not have to. We're not fucking babies, okay? We're not goddamn babies. We know how to take care of ourselves, and if we really wanted you guys to fucking carry us like and hold our hand like we're babies, we tell you that. But what you're doing is you're speaking for us rather than speaking with us as a community. You're doing what you think is gonna make your business better, but in the long run, it's just going to make PlayStation seem worse. Not only do you not have crossplay on multiple platforms, your guys are literally losing business now because the other consoles have things that you don't. You're becoming the new Nintendo. Nintendo used to do this shit all the time. Refuse crossplay, copyright every single video, anything that mentioned them. I mean, it was crazy some of the shit Nintendo used to do. I don't know if you guys watch, but I watched the Angry Joe show, and this guy got his videos claimed all the time by Nintendo because of how ridiculous. I mean, some of the claims was stuff that Nintendo authorized he could post. Isn't that some crazy shit, man? But to go back on what I was saying, that is where I'm at with PlayStation right now with Sony. If I could switch to Xbox, I totally would, because it's just ridiculous what's going on right now with the crossplay situation. Not to mention, I did see the release the trailer footage for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and people are saying most likely it will come to PS4, but I'm not really counting on it. And even if it does, I know PlayerUnknown is probably going to try and do something with crossplay at some point. I mean, it only makes sense for a game like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds to have crossplay. I mean, the game is amazing, and having something like crossplay would just be so crazy. But with the way things are looking for Sony, I don't even think anyone wants to author anything to them because of the way they're acting about the whole crossplay thing. Okay, now that I'm done with the Sony rant, I want to go ahead and jump into the Call of Duty rant. I know some of this stuff is fucking old as shit. Like, some of this stuff is year ago old. I'm not even kidding. There's some Modern Warfare shit I'm going to talk about in this video. As well as there's going to be some Call of Duty World War II I'm going to talk about in this video. And if you're going to get offended, click the fuck off now. Let me explain. So, I did already make a video on Call of Duty World War II and why I thought it was going to change the franchise. But I have seen some prime examples of why now. I mean, like, seriously, I have seen some crazy examples. Since the last video that I posted about this, supply drops were confirmed to be in Modern Warfare 2, which is I can list off 100 reasons why supply drops is absolute bullshit for games like Call of Duty. And like, don't even get me started. I have seen plenty of people put videos on YouTube about how ridiculous the idea of supply drops are, even if they're the ones that go and buy that shit anyway. You know, hypocrites. I mean, for the heck of it, I don't even know. But my point here is that supply drops has been added in Modern Warfare Remastered. They want you to pay this ridiculous fucking money for a DLC. For a DLC that used to cost $15, I think they said it was something like $30 or $30 something now. So it's like double the price. No, wait, yeah, no, that's what it wasn't. Wasn't what the price was. I think the price was like $5, I think. I don't even remember, but basically, the DLC price for Modern Warfare Remastered's maps are higher than the actual DLC price of the original Modern Warfare. That was a small controversy that went on for a little bit. I didn't see a lot about it, but I did see like a few videos, maybe like 20, 30 videos about the price on that. But there you go. So like, the point I'm trying to make here with all of these is the fact that my whole point in that video wasn't to say that Call of Duty World War II was going to be a bad game, or that it was going to have bad mechanics, or that it was going to have bad multiplayer, bad zombies, or a bad campaign. In fact, the campaign, from what I've seen from the trailers and the reveals, looks to be one of the best Call of Duty campaigns I've seen in a while. One of my personal favorite campaigns was definitely the Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 3, and definitely the Black Ops campaigns, except for Black Ops 3. I do not like the campaign in any of the advanced movement games, except for maybe Black Ops 3 advanced movement campaign was not that bad. I kind of liked it. And the Advanced Warfare, when that came out, the campaign was really good for what it was doing at the time. The reason I say at the time is because once advanced movement games got old, the campaign didn't seem as glorified as it used to be. But that's only because they only did it with the whole advanced movement shit. Um, Back to the point I was making earlier is the fact that Activision has been and always will have this cash grab attitude where they will do anything to get more money, more profits. And as much as they listen to the fans, they all they're in it is for the fucking money. And that's just down to earth what it is. There's no defeating that. That's business. That's just how businesses work. You have to make a profit. But at the same time, I feel like it's still happening and it's still a cycle where Activision is always trying to take money and take money, and they keep making more and more ridiculous systems to take this money. One of my main complaints now is the fact that the fucking what was it? The thing where they remastered all the old zombie maps. I know you guys, as you guys know, I am a like zombies player. I love Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. I did not like I didn't even play Infinite Warfare Zombies, and I already know I don't even like it because the mechanics. I mean, it feels like a lower quality Black Ops 3, and it just feels rushed. I don't even like the way it looks. I don't like watching videos on Infinite Warfare Zombies. And I don't like watching reruns of old zombie maps. Like, I know some people like Noah J. They still post a bunch of starting room challenges and blah 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 blah. I don't like watching that because at some point it's gonna get old that you keep doing the same maps. But that's no hate towards Noah J. That's just my personal opinion. So hate on me all you want. Please do not like go and say that. Do not say that I said that Noah J is a bad YouTuber. He's an amazing YouTuber. That is no disrespect to him. That's just my personal opinion. And that's not even hate towards his videos. It's just some of the content that he puts out. I no longer have an interest for, and that's just me. So don't take it the wrong way. Okay, don't get it twisted. But my whole thing is with the Call of Duty World War II zombies looks really good. Like I feel like Call of Duty World War II might just save zombies. It might just save zombies. If they manage to get around some of the bullshit that Activision throws into the mix all the time, I really think that it can be good. I mean, like I swear, and I better not see another fucking like gobblegum type system in there. Well, let me not say that. I feel like the Gobblegum system wasn't bad, but it was definitely abused, especially by Activision with the microtransactions and the COD points and that type of system. That was really that's just a cut. That's what my feelings were. Because, to be honest, if it wasn't all about microtransactions from the Gobblegums, it would have been a really good system. It would have made the game spice up a little bit more. But it didn't feel right because of the way they made it feel like you have to buy it. And at that point it became like, oh well, you might as well just pay to win, because if you don't pay for gobblegums, you're not going to be better than any of the people that do pay for gobblegums. You see the YouTubers that buy gobblegums and do 100 Diviniums or whatever it is. Yeah, I think it's Diviniums. I haven't played Black Ops 3 in so fucking long, guys. Diviniums or whatever it is. They do 100-pack Divinium opening where they spin it. They get like freaking 5-6 perkaholics, put it in they shit. They do about 10 videos of that. They got like freaking 15, 50, 48 perkaholics. They run a perkaholic every time they do a video, a live stream, all of it. They run a perkaholic every time. And then people get surprised when they get to around 100, and that's no disrespect to none of the major people like Relaxing End and Steve. Those guys are some amazing zombie players. Never seen anything like that before in my goddamn life. And as hard as I may try, I will never be that good at zombies. I never will be. I think the highest round I've ever made is like round 38. Like I've yet to get even into the 40s. So I mean, I am in no position to even like judge them or any of the stuff that they do, because those guys do have some crazy talents, man. I don't even know how they do it. The amount of hours you have to put in for that is insane. Um, Back to the Activision rant though. Yeah, the whole point about that was just Activision has always been on the cycle, and the whole reason I said this is because I saw a comment in the last video was like, well, the game still hasn't come out yet, so how can you judge it? You don't even know if you like it. And I'm not going off of if the game is going to be bad. I'm going off of Activision's pattern of ruining the game, because the game initially is not that bad until Activision starts putting in more and more things to make it bad. Modern Warfare wasn't even bad at the beginning, but then people started to realize things like not all the maps were in. They added in supply drops and melee weapons. Then they started adding in new guns in the Modern Warfare. Yeah, there's actually guns in the Modern Warfare supply drops. I think there was. I heard something about. Yes, there are guns in the Modern Warfare supply drops, and some of them shits is OP as fuck. Now, so just so that way we're not on the wrong page, I have not played Modern Warfare Remastered. Yeah, Remastered. I've yet to play Modern Warfare Remastered. I've never played it. But here's the but. I've watched so many videos, so many rants, so many people confirming that there are weapons and supply drops. You can look it up right now. Hate on me all you want, but it's just the truth, okay? No matter how much you like Modern Warfare Remastered, they put some bullshit into that game, and that just slowly made the game worse. And I do like some of the new mechanics they added into Black Ops 3, even though Infinite Warfare already came out, which, by the way, Infinite Warfare is dead, so who really gives a fuck? They added in some new system where you can like take other gobblegums and like combine them and trade them out for a better gobblegum. Like you can make perkaholics and shit with two other gobblegums, and then use these fucking like little pink vials or some shit and combine them. I forget what it's called. Newton's Cookbook. That's what it was. Newton's Cookbook. I really liked that. I really liked that system because it did kind of make it more fair for the people who are not doing pay to win. I did like that. If that was Activision's idea or not, I don't know. But you know, if Activision tries to go down that type of path, that's the type of stuff I'd like to see, and that's the type of stuff that would encourage me more to buy Call of Duty games. Okay, so now that we're done with the Activision rant, we're finally to the part of the video where you guys get to know why I've been gone so long, what I've been doing, and what the future of this channel is going to look like. Initially, the whole reason I left this channel, and the reason I kind of stay away from the word left, is because I never really meant to leave, but over time, it felt like I needed a break. Now, that's not to say that YouTube is a burden on me or anything like that, because for Christ's sake, I only have fucking 48 subscribers, and I'm no way near as crazy as some of the higher up YouTubers, and in some ways that does not give me an excuse, but some of the things I was going through in real life for me, I needed time away from YouTube and just speaking out loud in general. I had to take some time to myself and think to myself. Some of you guys are probably thinking right now, oh, he was probably depressed. And some of you might be even worried, like, oh, please don't, like, are you suicidal or some shit? Guys, I'm not suicidal. And to be honest, it wasn't regular depression. What happened with me, it was more of like a rage or an anger. I didn't feel good enough for the people around me, and people, you know, they didn't respect me. They didn't think I was doing as good as I could be doing. And to be honest, that kind of just brought me down, and that brought me to a lower level. And it made me upset. It made me upset as in it made me angry, and it made me hungry for more. And so when I left, I didn't leave because I felt down. I left so I could build myself up more than where I was at the time. So, you know, like what it used to be back then was I was gaining weight. I mean, I had like no friends and stuff, you know. I wasn't working out. I was like weak as fuck. I was a stick and shit. You know, people was making fun of me all the time. I had no friends. I looked like a fucking crack addict when I went to school and shit. I mean, it was crazy. People didn't respect me. Some kid one time in school said I didn't have Jesus, man. And to be honest, what made me so offended about when he said that is because at the same time I almost felt like it was true. And so it was after that, after the school year ended, you know, and after I told people, you know, I'm leaving, because what happened for me was they changed the school zones in my area. So I was going to go to a different school initially. So I told people I'm leaving and I ain't coming back. And nobody cared. And so then when I left, I found out I'm not going to this school because of the circumstances that they had me set up for. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to go back to these people that tormented me this whole year, that made me feel like shit. And I have to redo all of the work, and I mean, it was crazy. And to make matters worse, I had to end up retaking a high school level class that I was taking at the time, which, if you guys didn't know, I'm going to ninth grade. So at the time, I was taking a high school level class in 8th grade. And that was kind of, you know, demotivating for me. But, you know, like I said, it wasn't a depression. It was an anger. It was more like a rage. And so as soon as summer started hitting, I started hitting the gym every single day. I started working out. I started, you know, getting up, getting active. I started practicing my gaming skills. I'll get more on that in the end of the video. You know, I have a computer, so I started, you know, studying up, learning Java, all that type of stuff. And you guys don't have to care about this type of stuff, but I feel like I owe you guys some type of reason for me being gone. That's why I didn't do my intro of what is up, my mates. You know, I didn't do that at the beginning because I felt like we weren't in that type of mood for this. This video is purely an explanation and what I feel like we need to do as a community, a very, very small community of half of which people don't even watch my videos. But nevertheless, community, I feel like there's something we need to do so that we can all move forward. And with that being said, that is why I am no longer going to be doing YouTube. Now, that doesn't mean I'm actually quitting YouTube. I don't want to say that because I might post a video here and there. But what that means is that I am not going to be focusing on a YouTube channel, or at least not this YouTube channel, like anymore. Like, I might, okay, let me put it like this. I will probably be gone for at least like maybe a year or so or something like that. I don't want to give time frames because I don't want to make promises that I know I can't keep, because I've done that in the past and it never works. So I'm going to just be straight up with you guys. I don't know when I'll be back. I'm leaving and I don't know when I'm going to be back. I do, now what I have set up is I have a Twitch channel. I may or may not put that in the description. It's kind of late at night for me. It's almost 1 a.m. So, you know, it depends on when I upload this video and everything, is if I put it in the description. But I do have a Twitch channel. If it's not in the description, it's called Sniper Mate Plays with a Z at the end, all one word. And I will stream on there occasionally, maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. I don't want to make promises on that. It might be 2 times a week sometimes. It might be 1 time a week sometimes. I don't know. Or maybe I might not stream at all. It all depends on the type of response I get on Twitch. And I know that, you know, with the YouTube and all this stuff is you're not going to grow really, really fast. You know, you're not going to just start exploding and getting a ton of subscribers. It took me 6 months to get to over 40 subscribers. So imagine how long it would take me to get to 100 subscribers, and then 1,000 subscribers, and especially with the content I was uploading at the time, some of the stuff I was posting was just dead. And with the situations that I'm in right now, I just can't afford to buy new games and write like that and just buy new games and then post new content for you guys, because if I could do that, I would do that, but I just don't have the money for it. And I don't make enough money from YouTube or anything else to buy new games and just post new content for you guys. Um, to be honest, the whole reason I started the YouTube channel is so I could be able to buy new games and be able to share it with people and have a community to play it with and all that type of stuff. But what it ended up turning into is this big mess and big like just a long list of regrets and just things that and just lost promises. And so that is why I'm going to be switching over to Twitch. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Sniper Mate, if you are leaving YouTube, what makes you think that you're going to be more successful, or what makes you think you're going to be able to keep up with having a Twitch channel? The whole reason I don't want to say the whole reason, but one of the points that I switched to Twitch and what I thought it would be smarter is one, I felt like Twitch I could be a lot more lenient with, because it's less about quality on Twitch and it's more about having fun and interacting with other people. And that's not to say YouTube isn't about that too, but the audience on YouTube is just a lot more of a tougher stage with to keep here. People are a lot less like careful on YouTube. When you look up someone on Twitch, you watch them for a little bit, you chat with them, you get to know a person on Twitch. Whereas YouTube, you don't really have that kind of connection. It's kind of just you're watching this person and you're watching them grow, but you're not really interacting with that person, because it's just you, and it's you and like hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe millions, maybe like several other people, and then there's one YouTuber, and so that YouTuber cannot see everything. He only has his field of view, and he can't see what everyone is trying to say to him, all the feedback. And so I feel like with YouTube there's kind of a loss of communication, and it's like that with Twitch too, but I feel like it's less that way because there's more ways to get to the Twitch person. You can subscribe to them, you can follow them, you can comment, you can donate, you can do so many things, and all at the same time you'll be supporting this person and you'll really be helping them. Another reason I wanted to leave YouTube is because YouTube is changing, and you've probably seen plenty of videos like this, like Minecraft is dead, or what is going on with the YouTube community with the notification bell and crap, where people are not getting notifications and stuff, and the YouTube algorithm, where people try and figure out the YouTube algorithm. YouTube is changing, because when I first started watching YouTube, a lot of the things that were booming at the time, I know booming's an old man word, but I'm going to roll with it. Booming at the time for me was music and definitely the gaming platform, especially stuff like Minecraft. Call of Duty was mixed in there a little bit, but mostly stuff like Minecraft. And there was one other game at the time that I knew was booming a lot, but I focused mostly on Minecraft because that was what I was interested in at the time. And then I started switching over to the more different YouTubers. Then I started seeing YouTubers like Markiplier and PewDiePie who were doing indie horror, and that started blowing up a little bit, was the indie horror scene and the horror games. Now what's happening is YouTube is becoming less of a place for gaming and music and stuff, and it's coming more like I'm gonna steal this from a video I saw. It's becoming more like a fucking reality show, where people do reaction videos and vlogs of themselves, and they do like a bunch of fake shit. And then I know the music is not as good as it used to be, because it used to be really crazy good trap music and really talented people, and now it's just turning into this whole thing where people are always trying to rap all the time and diss tracks and shit, and it's all people just trying to do shitty diss tracks, even though like that's not what their talent or their focus should be. They're not really supposed to be doing diss tracks. Um, no hate on Rice Gum or anything like that. If you guys think I'm talking about Rice Gum, I'm not. And to be honest, Rice Gum, he's so. I think that Rice Gum could really be like official. Like I feel like Rice Gum, he's not doing bad for a YouTuber. You get what I'm saying? Like he's not doing bad for a YouTuber. Feel free to diss track me if you want. I'd love to get some extra views. You know what I'm saying? But uh, you know, I mean, I know. Shit, I shouldn't have said that. Cause now I feel like I'm gonna get a fucking diss track, and I know I've had a face cam in at least one of my videos, so he's probably gonna roast the shit out of me. And don't get me wrong, I could roast, but I cannot write a rap or shit. Like I don't be doing diss tracks and shit, man. I know I sound like I could rap, and to be honest, I can rap, but to other people's songs, you know what I'm saying? Like I could rap like Rap God or some crazy shit, but not like I could write my own rap and I could rap good and I could make my own trap beat. I tried making a trap beat the other day and it was the shittiest shit. Hold up. What was the name of it? I want you guys to look it up on SoundCloud. I know it's a name. Let me pull it up real quick. I made a trap beat the other day, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for my first trap beat, but I know if one of y'all listen to it, it's gonna sound like hella bad. Like y'all gonna be like, "What the hell is this shiz, man?" It's called Overlord Song 1, and it's Overlord with like zeros and threes. So 0V3 RLORD. You know, I replaced all the O's with the zeros, and all the E's with threes. So if you guys want to look that up and look at it, feel free to. It is not good at all, especially for some of the shit I be seeing. Like, if you guys ever watch Sharpie, or some of his beats is like fucking insane. And like some of his subscriber beats, where he like listens to his subscriber beats, some of them joints is crazy too. That is what I was talking about with real music. People like Sharpie, that man is real. Like he has actual talent. That's not like I said earlier. That's no hate on Rice Gum either, because it's not that Rice Gum doesn't have talent. I just feel like Rice Gum. I mean, I feel like he's in the wrong business for the thing he's trying to do. Like, if you're trying to be a real rapper, I feel like you should try and steer away from YouTube, because the platform is changing. I feel like he should try and go I don't want to say go somewhere else, but I feel like he should find somewhere else that suits his style better, because with the way YouTube is going right now, music is pretty much going. It's about to be dead in YouTube. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for saying music's going to be dead on YouTube, because there's a lot of crazy music channels out there that people subscribe on that really just isn't that good. They're really not. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. You can hate on me all you want to. Free country, you know. Donald Trump, I'll build a wall out this bitch. You won't be able to find me or shit. I'll build a fucking wall, and if you come inside my house, I deport you, okay? I do not support Donald Trump. Oh shit. I just broke my USB drive. Fucking hell. So, yes. I just went this is what happens when I do a video. I'm probably gonna have to cut out like half of that, what I just said, because I tend to steer off in the wrong direction when I'm talking about something. What was I talking about again? Right, I think it was. Oh yes, YouTube is changing. I'm not gonna have to cut all that out. YouTube is changing. And back to the reason I was saying, it's because it's becoming more of a reality show. The shit that's booming now is fucking reaction videos, try not to laughs, and fucking the 99% cannot tell the difference type shits. And also the shit that what is that other shit that people be doing now? Fucking vlogs. Yeah, fucking video logs. Those shits. those be booming now. And that's not to hate on people who do vlogs, because I know a lot of gaming channels who created second channels for vlogs just because they know that's what it's turning into now. And to be honest, I kind of wanted to do a vlog channel at one point because it seemed like a good idea, and it seemed like, you know, it wouldn't be that bad, even though my life is not that interesting. Like most, but then I thought about some of the people that do vlogs, and their life is not even that fucking interesting either. I mean, I've seen vlogs of people who just like go to the fucking store and shit. And then obviously there's a shit like memes and fucking trends, like the fucking fort challenge that was trending a while back. Those shits are always fucking popping. You will never stop the trends, okay? The trends will always overtake anyone. Either it doesn't matter if you're doing fucking vlogs, fucking reaction videos, try not to laugh. The trends is literally what controls everything, okay? The internet does not live without trends, okay? So that's why I'm leaving YouTube, because I feel like the platform I'm trying to approach is like not non-existent, but it's decreasing. It's becoming smaller, and it's kind of dying. Um, Even though, like, I mean, the only real crazy gaming channel out there now is PewDiePie and Markiplier. Markiplier is probably my favorite YouTuber, because, I mean, literally, Markiplier was the whole reason I even started doing YouTube in the first place. He was my inspiration for YouTube, because the whole thing I started doing YouTube for is I wanted to start donating to charities like he did with his YouTube funds. I wanted to start, I wanted to start a YouTube channel and start growing and start getting big so that I could create a community of people just like he did and influence people to do things just like he did. But, that that is kind of, I feel like that's more of his job. I tried doing it, it didn't work. And that's okay. So, it's all good, it's all good. Um but yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Um, Comment down below if you guys like to know anything else. But that's pretty much it for the video. Um, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Oh my god, I've been talking for fucking 37 minutes. Holy shit. Um, uh, I don't even know. I'm gonna have to cut out some of that stuff. I'm gonna have to cut out some of that. It's really long. But I'm gonna put this video over like some gameplay or something, just so you guys aren't bored as shit when I'm ranting. This video title is probably gonna be misleading or clickbait, just so I can actually have people look at it this time. So I mean, I was gonna say I hope you guys did enjoy, but most of you guys are probably like, "What the fuck, Sniper Rant?" Even if, I mean, probably no one even watched this video. I don't even know. Yeah. This has been your boy Sniper Mate. Catch you guys later.